Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dan on Sports. You don't think that the NFL draft isn't a hit? Well, just take a look at the attendance for the first round of the draft in Green Bay. Green Bay, the smallest market in the NFL. They had 205,000 fans at the first round of the draft, exceeding expectations of the NFL. Now, there are media outlets in Detroit making a big deal out of the fact that Detroit did much better last year in hosting the draft. They got 275,000 people to attend the first round. Look, there's no comparison between the Green Bay market and the Detroit market. So we're going to talk about that for just a moment. The enthusiasm among NFL draft fans. I mean, they came from all over the country. I'm sure other corners of the world to attend the draft in Green Bay. The population of Green Bay proper, is less than the 205,000 people who turned out to watch the first round of the draft. It's incredible. So I know Detroit's having some fun. These are division rivals, so Detroit's trying to give it to the Green Bay fans. We outdrew you in the first round of the draft. First of all, the NFL has really turned this into something very gigantic. They now go on the road with the draft. It always used to be in New York. But now they go on the road. Last year it was in Detroit, and it was a record in Detroit last year. 275,000 people showed up for the first round. And by the way, Detroit also set a record for the first 3 rounds of the draft. 775,000 turned out. 775,000 for the 3 days turned out in Detroit to watch the draft. That's phenomenal. But you can't be comparing Green Bay to Detroit. The greater population of Green Bay is 328,000, and they got 205,000 to attend the first round of the draft. The greater population of Detroit, are you ready? 4.3 million. That's right, 4.3 million. And they got, obviously, a record turnout, 275,000 and 775,000 for the 3 days. But the 205,000, which turned out at Green Bay, exceeded the expectations of the NFL. The NFL was not expecting that much. They won't tell you that, but you read the back channel stories, and the NFL is just exuberant. Why shouldn't they be? The most popular sports league anywhere. They throw a draft. This isn't even a game. It's an event, and you're getting this kind of a turnout. This is even better than a concert, let alone what you would draw for a game. It's phenomenal. So kudos to Green Bay for the first round of the draft, getting 205,000 people in attendance, exceeding expectations. Now, Commissioner Roger Goodell is getting ripped because he's not the most popular commissioner anywhere. He always gets booed anytime he's introduced. And so he's getting ripped because he made sure, as the media was reporting, to shield himself with Green Bay heroes, players of the past, when he would go out and make an announcement so that the boos would be drowned out for the cheers for these Green Bay heroes. But that's Goodell. He's laughing all the way to the bank. The guy is a multi-millionaire. It is what it is. But more importantly, just a great turnout for the first round of the draft in Green Bay, and it's got a rich history. Vince Lombardi, the Green Bay Packers, what Lombardi did. Just read his biography sometime. There's a lot of biographies out there, but read some of the biographies about Vince Lombardi. And there are some highly acclaimed biographies out there. You do the research, but read the accomplishments of Lombardi. And also read, by the way, how different it was back in the day when Lombardi coached the Green Bay Packers. I mean, now, even when a team is at home, they sequester the players the day before a game. Didn't used to be that way. Lombardi used to have practice the Saturday before a Sunday game, end at noon, so that he could be at the country club. This is the great Vince Lombardi now. So he could be at the country club where he could go golfing with his buddies. And then after the game on Sunday, he would have close friends and family over his house for post-game cocktails. A much different era. But Vince Lombardi made Green Bay, and now they have become legendary with this outstanding turnout for the first round of the draft. So kudos to the Packers, kudos to Green Bay and just kudos to the NFL. I mean, they can stage anything, and they're going to get thousands of people to turn out. That's how popular the league is. That's going to do it for Dan on Sports. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And be sure to subscribe to not only my podcast, but also subscribe to my newsletter at danonsports.com.